What's up, everybody? How are you doing? We have done it. We have made it. We are here. This is the Daps and Pound Show. We are here. Tell a friend, Daps_pounds on Twitter and Instagram. Dobie, what are we talking about today?
Yeah, season 3, episode 10. We definitely get into new music as always. We're looking into a surprise mashup with Marshmello and RBE. Yeah. Really cool. We also talk about Diplo has a new project with Sia and Labyrinth, which we weren't expecting, which is pretty sweet. And there's a lot of new singles and whatnot. And probably the biggest surprise album is Anderson .Paak. He came back with another album. What do we think about it? Well, we can tell you one thing. Andre 3K, not of this world. And also, we get into a conversation. One's gotta go. And ladies and gentlemen, Jeezy makes Malcolm want to sell crack. You heard it here first, baby. Let's go.
Chill.
From dawn to dusk, hustler, gotta rack it up. Love my city, I'ma map it up. I'm talking about big team, big stuff, y'all. Big boy growing up, y'all. Still kick flip on the skateboard lyrically, y'all ain't feeling me, y'all must be paralyzed. Americanized, but I'm still global. Don't compare me to yourself, y'all local. Y'all know I've been out of space like jets and yarns and mace. If my homie get locked up, it's a fade. Gotta put a lawyer all in his case. Don't judge me, the one with the bubbly, guzzly, taking the toast. Baby, what's the point of bragging? I don't gotta boast. It is what it is. I stay low, I don't have a lot of friends. And I still don't have any kids, but y'all my kids, y'all my sons. Medium rare, but I'm well done. This year I'm putting out 3 projects, Iverson. I'm the one, the chamber on, the smoking gun. Pistol P, versatile, so fickle he doesn't see his potential. Page been on private since 2016. Isn't he so rude and obnoxious, awkwardly vicious? And I don't want y'all in my business, stay out of my business.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing? We are here. We have made it. We have done it. My name is Malcy. To my left, we have
Dobie.
Represent 2 mics,
2 friends,
and 1 show, the Daps and Pound Show. Thanks, everybody, for joining us.
Yes.
We are here.
Let's give you a round of applause. Listeners, the Dappies out there, thank you. This is season 3, episode 10.
Yeah. Episode 10. So happy to be with you guys once again. It has been a long time since we have heard from you guys, since you guys have heard from us. I feel like it's been ages. So I know you guys want this content the way that we give it to you.
But it's going to be actually only 6 days instead of 7 days. So it's going to be wild. So, I mean, it feels like a long time, but guess what? It hasn't been.
We thank you guys for joining the podcast. Dobie, let the people know where they can find all of our content and everything.
If you guys are listening, doesn't matter where you are, but I'll let you know where you can if you prefer the other one, because you can listen to this on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, or YouTube. You can also go to our website at www.dapsandpoundsent.com to download directly. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at Daps_pounds. Let the boys know what you want us to review, what you want us to listen to, if there's any topics you want us to discuss. And also, 2, I forgot to tell you, but this little preview that you heard beforehand, that was our boy Jay Adams. He actually, I don't know if you heard the song yet, Malcolm, but he released a he's working on a new album. He's got this one song that's about a minute or so, and he's like, yo, you can throw it on the podcast if you want. And it's like a perfect, like, different intro for us. And so we're going to start the episode off of that. So guys, I mean, we're out here. I mean, we're available. We're here to talk. We're here to, see what else. And we have one of our Dappies. He gave us some topics of discussion that kind of like one has to go. I love those kind of conversations. Okay. So we got 2 separate groups to talk about later. Nav's got to go, bro. Nav's got to go. So anyways, Dappies, feel free. Reach out to us on Instagram. Reach out to us on Twitter. It's been 3 years now. And you know what? I don't know if you listened to the last episode recently of the Joe Budden podcast, but just them talking about, like, that grinding for 3 to 4 years. And I was like, you know what? That's where we are. And one day it's going to break. One day it's going to be like... You don't
start making money, man, until... Especially with things that are organic, things that are organic. If Joe Budden, who did have some type of fame, wasn't making money on his podcast when they first started, us who only have like a hit summer mixtape, then like Of course it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, you heard. So yeah, no, it's definitely looking forward to it, and no matter, I think we're in a perfect position, Dappies. I mean, we think we're really going to continue this. Sure, like Malcolm said, he's got plans to hopefully move out of the city, but even when that happens, we're definitely going to be making a way so that we continue to record, continue to talk, because believe it or not, we enjoy this part of our lives still.
Yeah, man. I think it's always good when you have a chance to talk about the stuff that you are super into. I think that you can definitely tell when people like aren't a fan. Like, you know, have you ever watched ESPN when they have like a random basketball commentator doing NASCAR or golf? Like, you can tell they're like bringing someone in that like is never on there, and he's just kind of like, oh, cool, the third hole. And
speaking of that, so like, did I ever tell you the story about so Tanner Crockett and the Schlobaum twins?
Shout out
We're
to you
with
guys.
the mass comm department at college.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, the sports announcers couldn't announce this game.
Okay.
And so guess who they said, you guys need to do it?
I bet they killed it.
Tanner Crockett and Taylor Schlobaum. Both, Tanner played lacrosse. Taylor Schlobaum, nothing. Absolutely. I don't remember if it was Tanner or Taylor. They're twins. But anyways, no sports. Mm-hmm. No sports. So you take people with this position of, here, you guys have to commentate this basketball game, and you guys really don't know basketball well, believe it or not, it got to the point where they got super nerdy. They were talking about because they were a Navajo like Indian like college, and so that's who were they playing. And they're like, do you think the power is like in their hair and stuff like that? And then they went into like, yeah, it's probably the metachlorians or whatever, talking about like, it went real nerdy on them. Well, apparently this school got pissed about it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was one of those things where this is what happens when you take people
that
who are not passionate about it.
No idea.
And so what do they do? They just shoot the crap like they normally do because they have no idea what the hell is going on
That's
the court.
Amazing.
And they start referencing Star Wars. And then the people don't know what the hell Star Wars is. And so they assume it's a racist comment. Dude, we laugh about that so much.
Did they get heat? Did they get in trouble?
Yeah, they got a little heat, but after that, it was like, it kind of washed over. Not unlike my Harlem Shake video.
Harlem Shake outlawed. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was a little more harsh. So, but that's what happens when you put people in play where they have to talk about stuff where they're not passionate about it.
I hate that. I hate when I see that on ESPN in situations like you just told the story of. It happens, and it's just.
Oh, yeah, like Stephen A. Smith talking about Hunter Henry for the Chargers playing tight end, and they're like, he's been out all season?
Yeah.
Stephen A. He's like, dang it, I have to do so much of this dumb job.
Yeah. And honestly, I enjoy listening to Skip and Shannon more. They're just so funny.
Dude,
Shannon
it's Skip.
kills me, bro.
Skip is like the anti-hero, and then Shannon is like the troll that you've always appreciated.
Skip!
Hey, that was really good. Yeah.
It's just so good.
Yeah, I like, dude, when the moment he pulled out a goat head,
it was done.
With the Black and Mild, bro.
It's so
this
done.
dude is for the culture.
So done.
It's for the culture.
Shout out to Shannon Sharp. Yeah, guys. So we are here, and we just told you about people who have no business talking about stuff that they're not passionate about. We do, though. We are passionate about music. We are passionate about this entertainment, and we have to get to something that a lot of people were passionate about. We had a little GOT talk before the podcast. Game of Thrones is back.
Yes.
It is.
Yes, girl. Yes.
Back. I looked on Twitter, and it was trending 1 through 10, bro, yesterday on Twitter.
It's the most watched
so dope
show.
So dope.
Or I forget the statistics for HBO. They said they pretty much destroyed their streaming numbers.
And let's be real, HBO has had some good shows. HBO's had The Sopranos. It's had
I'm watching
Entourage.
The Wire after Game of Thrones.
It's had The Wire. So it's just kind of like,
because you said The Wire's right up my alley.
Wire's probably top 2.
So I gotta watch it.
So good.
Has it aged well?
Yeah, actually, it's still the game is still the same.
All right, yeah. I gotta watch it. But no, Game of Thrones, great, happy, such a tease, lot going on. Good to see all these reintroductions, and if you guys aren't about it, understandable. There's some people out there. There are reasons why they don't watch the show, and I'm like, you know what? I understand that for you.
Yeah,
it's definitely not like all the family get around and let's watch it.
No, it's definitely not. And within the first 5 minutes, there was a threesome or a foursome.
There was, foursome. I hate those scenes because I just stare at my wife like, my eyes are only for you, babe.
Baby, it's...
You know what I mean?
It's just whatever. It's
only for you. The only one I didn't turn was when Jon Snow and Daenerys... Because that whole thing where they're talking about who he is, and then I was like, wait, what's going on?
Upsetting.
I was like, wait, what? That's his aunt? I was like, wait, I'm confused. Babe, what's going on? Like, I was so lost in that scene.
It was very uncomfortable.
Yeah, that show is definitely, but as from a writing standpoint, from a theatrical standpoint, The Battle of the Bastards is probably one of the best episodes of television I've ever seen. It was shot incredibly. Anyways...
Game of Thrones is back.
It's back.
Game of Thrones is back.
The hype is here. Did you jump, by the way, in that one scene?
No.
I saw that.
I thought she was going to wake up. I thought the little whatever, I don't know if it was a boy or girl.
Boy.
I thought he was going to wake up, actually. So I felt that was coming. It was too quiet as they were talking. So
I saw his eyes open. I was like, oh, snaps. And she's like, what? And then he's like, ah!
Yeah, man. In that scene, that whole them creeping in, like you knew something was going to happen and you knew that it had to be like kind of
I've always had blue eyes.
I've always had blue eyes. It was funny. I liked him a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So shout out to Game of Thrones. Another short but sad entertainment little thing. Nipsey had his funeral. For anyone who listens to the podcast, didn't know why we spent so much time. I think we spent like 15 minutes talking about Nipsey 2 podcasts ago when we talked about his death. It's because of this. He was really big. He was a big deal. Second entertainer to be like buried or to be memorialized in the Staples Center. Yeah. Michael Jackson was, and Nipsey Hussle, and maybe James. I'm not sure, but Nipsey Hussle. So shout out to the family. I wanted to tear up at work. I had it streaming while I was working. I was sad. It was dope though. A lot of freaking people were there. He sold out the Staples Center. He sold out. He went on a 25-minute ride through LA and 25-mile ride. Sorry, and a lot of people were out for Nipsey Hussle. I've seen videos of Biggie in the hearse when Biggie died, going through Brooklyn, and someone turned on Hypnotize and it turned into a big party. And it reminded me of that, like seeing videos and stuff like that. So shout out to Nipsey once again. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. He's finally laid to rest, and hopefully. The hope is that the impact and the positive things that went on in his life are the things that people remember and go forward with that. I did see on Fairfax a picture of like Rodeo Drive. They have like a memorial, like fashion, like it's nuts. Like the people who have reached out. So shout out to Nips.
It's so awesome, and I hope we don't have to experience that.
Yeah, no, it's rough,
again.
Man.
Like I don't. I mean, it's awesome that we can memorize them,
memorialize them,
but I'd rather
let's change something.
I'd rather them be here.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
I'd rather see the fruit of his labor happen and his dreams happen. So
yeah. So that's sad, but moving on, we are going to get into good, bad, bad. It's what we do each and every week here on this podcast. Good, bad, bad is where you get to know your co-host a little bit more. So good, bad, bad. Dobie, what do you got this week?
Yeah, man, I'll just start off with bad. Like I was at, there's just those weeks where you don't expect to be busy, but for whatever reason, like timing, you're there all day. Like 3 nights in a row, I was there. Actually, 4. Yeah, 4 days in a row, I was there after close.
Jeez Louise.
And on Wednesday and Thursday, I was there from 9 to 9. Like, I'm tired. Because then when you work 9 to 9, I'm sure you know this too, like, you go home and maybe an hour to yourself, and then you just go to bed. And you're like, what kind of day was that?
Yeah, you're done.
And so, that was rough. And then also, so Mary went to, shout out to my wife, she went to Chicago to go see her friend, and she got in a ditch on Sunday.
Ooh.
because of the snowstorm, the freak snowstorm. So she was like, she woke up and she's like, it's snowing. She was originally going to be getting back more around like 5-ish or whatnot. And she was like, no, I'm just leaving now. I'm not trying to get stuck in Chicago. Well, she went down the Chillicothe route, which I would have told her, no, don't do that. Well, sure enough, she hit a spot and she calls me and I was like, because it was like 30 minutes later. And I was like, I answered and I said, please be good news. And then she's like, I'm in a ditch. And I was like,
But she was okay.
yeah, she was okay. And then I was like, do you still have AAA with your mom? She's like, I do. And I said, okay, well, call her, see if you can get that, and then get back with me. And then it was pretty much to the point where, like, I was like, well, get the tow truck or whatnot because we got to get the car out. There's, either the only options are I come get you and then we go get the car tomorrow, or they come get you now. So, you know what I mean? So eventually they got her out, and she said a lot of people were actually like, they stopped. One guy tried to help her out, but she didn't have a place for him to tie the rope for his car. So he's like, I'm not trying to mess up anything. She said a semi even stopped just to see if she was okay. So I was like, that's good. That just shows humanity is still intact. And then there was a police officer who was like, I'm just you're kind of still slightly in the road. And I just want you to be safe. So I'm just going to stay here with my lights on until help comes. And so God took care of her, and then she got home at a good time still. So crisis averted, no damage or anything like that. But apparently there was like a long strip on the Chillicothe back roads that they were pretty much like, yeah, no one should drive on these roads. So, but she got home okay. So that is a good.
That's really good. That's really good.
And then we got to watch American Idol and Game of Thrones. And, man, American Idol, like, as much as some people may hate, like, that show, the judges are a lot better. They're fun to watch. But the talent this year, I watched American Idol a lot, for many years. In terms of the top 14 talent that just went down, that was probably the craziest back-to-back performances I've ever seen in Idol history, hands down.
I like there's 3 people that I like. I hate that I'm gonna sound really judgmental because I don't know their names.
No, say what it is.
I love the bisexual black dude.
Uche?
Yes.
Did you watch his performance?
Yeah.
Bro.
So
with the Bruno Mars song?
Yes.
Finesse?
So
hands down,
I think he's really good. He's somebody that I can see breaking out.
Not the greatest vocalist, but hands down the greatest entertainer.
Yes,
that has graced the American Idol stage.
Then the dude who was like living out of cars and stuff, who's like a crazy guitarist, and
Alejandro.
He has that.
He did a one dance like cover in his own way. Probably his worst performance. I'm actually scared he's not going to make the top 10 because he slayed every single one, and then he went experimental on them kind of, and it just didn't hit. But I think he was so nervous because he had to perform after Uche, and literally that dude burned down the house on that stage.
I think Alejandro is he could be the first person in a long time to break out. I think that's why I hate those shows so much. Like I hate getting invested because
they don't do
these people
much.
win,
yeah,
and then they just win.
Right.
Like the people that have had success, you don't hear about them, but like when Blake Shelton wins The Voice, he takes those country girls that win on the road, and bro, they're big on the country world. But like, you got to be country. If you win, there's been extremely talented people to win American Idol over the years, and to win The Voice, and to win all the other shows. But it's just like, a lot of times American Idol notoriously has like really bad record deals. Like Ruben Studdard and Kelly Clarkson has talked before about the record deal that you have to sign with them. It's like they own they own a piece of your albums for so many albums, and it's like a really crappy deal, and it's just hard to get up out of it. And so sometimes I hate when people win. It's almost like I like it. I like when like the people like lose early on and then start doing their own thing. Jennifer Hudson and Tori Kelly, like they don't even make it.
Yeah,
like
she didn't even make
I
it.
like those people who are good but don't make it, because then I can go find them on Instagram, and then they keep going, and then they become something organically. But when you win, it's like
And Alejandro's name is called Scary Pool Parties. Like, that's a
Yeah,
great
it's cool.
name.
For right now, especially.
Yeah,
right
Scary Pool Parties? Like, what the hell? What,
Scary
what
Pool
does
Parties,
that mean?
Party Next Door, like all of these Division, all of these names are cool now.
And that's who he's a fan of. I mean, he did a cover of Justin Bieber. He did a cover of Drake. So, like, he did a cover of Post Malone. So, like, he's right where he needs to be to make songs for that generation. So I'm excited for him. Who was that other person? You said you had 3.
There's a girl, and I don't remember her name. Okay, when she did the audition, she was on the piano.
Okay, the blonde-headed girl who sang Norah Jones.
I think maybe
And then there was another girl who's got brown hair, and she's young.
brown hair.
Alicia Keys.
Brown hair.
Did
yes.
you see her?
Yes.
she's
That's
slayed.
the girl.
She's
That's
slayed.
the girl.
She's
I like her a
slayed.
lot. She's
Yeah.
dope. I like her.
Yeah.
I like her a lot.
There's some good talent, and so I just like music, and so I like these vocal performances and stuff. And I mean, they're killing it this year. So it's been fun just to watch that. So I would say that's a good. Other than that, man. Did I say I got a new car last week? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
it's been
you
a
did. You
week because we
covered,
went to Kansas City. So that's been crazy just to still have. So yeah, other than that, man, life's pretty good. Life's pretty straight. Nothing out of the ordinary over here.
Yeah, man. Those are all good things. Glad Mary's okay. Good, bad for me. Bad is I am extremely drowsy. Had a busy weekend, and that's good, but man, I am tired. I am extremely tired right now. I went to bed at like 3:45 last night because I took a 3-hour nap, woke up for Game of Thrones, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. Like, I was done. I just couldn't go back to sleep after Game of Thrones
Because you got
I
hyped.
napped. Yeah, and I napped. So then I was like running on adrenaline from Game of Thrones, and then that 3-hour nap was just too late in the day, and it just threw me
Threw
off.
you off.
Alarm clock went off at 5, and I was like, well, it's time to get up. So
That sucks.
yeah, so I'm dead, but it's all good. Good. Got a chance to go to St. Louis, see the homies. Had a taco and tequila crawl, so that was good. Had a lot of fun. Got to reconnect with some really dope people. I love it there in St. Louis. And honestly, the weather was great the day of the taco.
It looked like it.
Crawl. It was perfect weather, honestly. It was really cool. It rained that night, but it was cool because we were dead anyways. We just ended up playing The Horrible Truth, which is a board game. And not really a board. I don't know if you could consider it a board game, but it's a game in the same way that Cards Against Humanity is a game.
So it
I
was
don't know if they
crazy
call those
about that
board
event
games.
because Mary said Haley was looking through her Snapchats of one of her people that she follows, and it was one of the people that were hanging out with you. Because Mary was like, "Wait a minute, what? She's like, "Yeah, I know all of them." And so I
It's
wonder who
possible.
it was.
It's a
It
small
wasn't
world.
Jelly.
I know Jelly knows Haley, though, I think. Yeah.
So I don't know who it was because I was like, "Was it Jelly?" And Mary's like, "No, it wasn't her."
Did Haley go to Bradley?
Yeah, that's why it was.
Well, it could have been because our other friends that were there. So Taya, she went to Bradley.
One of them.
Kirsten, she went to Bradley. There's
one of the
we
girls.
were with a bunch of girls that went to Bradley, so it makes sense. This is very local talk, but yeah.
Bradley is a college where you go to get debt.
So yeah, that was a good time. I always have fun when I'm in the city, so shout out to that. But yeah, man, good weekends by all. Sounds like everyone had a good time. Glad Mary's okay, but now we got to get to this content for you guys. We got to get to the new music. So
let's
do you
get
want to
it.
hit new music, then we want to hit topics?
Perfect.
What do you want to do first?
I mean, dude, just knock it out of the park. You know what I'm saying?
okay. Let's start with Ventura then. Anderson .Paak, he back. This guy is pulling an Ariana Grande on us by dropping 2 albums pretty much back to back.
Yeah.
Oxnard came out and it just didn't hit the mark. I think by any person's imagination did it hit the mark. So he came out with an 11 song. This is a legitimate full studio album. And I like this better. This is a soul album to me.
Yeah.
You know, this is like, I can have this on. This can go on my playlist when I'm cleaning.
That's how I felt about it.
I played it for my mom.
Really?
And she liked it.
I mean, it does help when the first song doesn't start with getting.
Yeah.
Never mind.
True. but
Hey mom, listen to this song.
very true. Come Home is the first song of this one, featuring Andre 3 Stacks. Once again, he is supernatural. He is
It's not
yeah, man.
any hip hop fan, it should actually really frustrate you that he doesn't want to release a solo album.
There's something so cool about it though. Like I don't know what it's annoying, but there's something. It's not like Jay Electronica where it's like.
Don't even say that dude's name. I want smoke with him. Like, yo, we're not. I don't care what type of ability you got. At this point, you are non-relevant. You
Exactly.
are irrelevant. Do not speak about that dude's name. I don't even want to hear about it. We shouldn't even bring up that dude's name. He should have zero social influence on the hip hop community because
And he doesn't really, which is good.
In my opinion, you gave up. You're all talk.
I'm a huge fan of Andre 3000 and what he's done here. To me, there's something cool about him not putting out an album, even though I want him to. Like, there's something so like, it's almost like proving how good he is. Like, he doesn't even care about proving it because he, it's just like, I'm so good.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down as arguably a top 10 rapper without ever putting out a song. What a freaking thing to say, bro. When it's all said and done, yeah, I'm probably top 10 and you've never heard, well, other than The Love Below, some people count that, but you've never heard a
That's
true.
as close as it gets.
Yeah. But like you've never heard a true solo debut album from me. Bro, that's a stat. That's nuts if you think about it. So
It's really nuts.
shout out to Andre 3000. He did his thing on this. This is a soul album to me. And I liked it. It was cool. I'm not going to go crazy about it. I will listen to 4 songs again. So if you do the averages, then maybe that's not a good album. But I say that if there's 5 to 6 songs that are on an album, then it's probably good, and the rest might not be for me.
It's a great album if you like this style. That's the thing.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's a choice.
I want to see him live, but it's just not like ever like my go-tos.
It's not gonna be what you go to, and that's understandable.
For me personally, for people out there, like there are some people that's like, no, Anderson .Paak is like what. Either like I can see him crossing over to some people being like, I get hip hop now because you know what I'm saying? Because he's very big on the instrumentals. He's very big on being a musician first and a rapper second. I think is the best way somebody can describe Anderson .Paak.
Yeah. Did you listen to the BTS map?
No, that's. I mean, like I get the Korean
persona.
I get the Korean vibe. Like it's awesome that it's like. That America is more embracing different sides of cultures and music, and they just listen to it even though they have no clue what they're saying. And so, like the Korean vibes and the Hispanic, or the correct way is Latino music, correct?
For
Latino music,
yeah,
is it because
I mean, like, yeah, you can just say that Latin music, yeah.
So I think that's cool, but no, I it's not for me. I don't really get it. I have to have. I don't know. It's crazy the fact they were on Saturday Night Live. Like what?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of like older like white people that are like, what is going on?
Well, the thing with America is like when things are popping overseas, we got to take it. Like that's
a good point.
The British invasion, the Beatles, the Monkey. Like when when something's popping over there, we got to be like, I want. Like, there's record labels over here that see dollar signs, and they're just like, we gotta get on top of this. How many Asians are there in America?
That's a good point.
We're gonna make money. So yeah, it makes sense. Labyrinth, Sia, Diplo present LSD. I actually like this. This is a cool little project. This is overproduced. Like this is very like. Weirdly factory. I'm gonna put 3 people together and just put something out, but Like, when I say that, I don't know how organic it is. That's what I'm saying. But I'm a big Labyrinth fan. I love his voice. Ever since I've heard Jealous for the first time, I've loved that dude's voice. Sia is cool. I think Sia can actually sing better than people think. So she's cool. And Diplo on the beat, you know? Can't really hate it.
I feel like Diplo is getting, like, he needs to scale it back.
That's what I mean. Like, he drops projects. He drops like 5 a year, like doing weird like collaboration albums. And it's like
I'm
a lot.
I need to hear your climax beats. Like, that's when you were like, I still feel like taking a lot of time and making sure you have something that slaps. And I just feel like as of now, it's like, yeah, whatever. Like, just get it out there.
Mm-hmm.
We're just having fun.
That makes sense.
I mean, he is that kind of personality, like having fun. But I just wish he would take his time a little bit.
Speaking of someone of that same ilk, Marshmello and SOBRBE, Roll the Dice EP. Dobie just made a great point. If you have a producer that can make a song like Happier and make a song like Don't Save Me on this EP, then you probably have someone really talented, and I couldn't agree more. This is only 3 songs long. Don't Save Me, my favorite track from it. Roll the Dice, Marshmello, SBERBE. I don't know what that means. 88 Glam, they dropped their second little project. They kind of sound like Nav, like tone wise, as far as rhyming like him, like which is annoying, but it's not Nav, so I can handle it.
Right.
It's okay. You know what I mean? It's a cool little situation. I'm not mad.
Question.
What's that?
And in today's culture and climate in music, this is by 88 Glam. It's got 16 tracks. Do you think as an artist that is trying to make waves, is it better to release more songs or less songs?
Less songs.
And why is that?
Less
Malcolm?
songs. Attention span. We don't care. We all have ADD. We're all like looking for the next thing. And honestly, images, attention span, build your brand based off of images. Tierra Whack, her, create a thing around you and put out a song, put out 3 songs and then back away. Emotional Oranges. Put out a song, put out a picture, put out a music video, put out something captivating and then back away, in my opinion, is what you should do.
And also, when you have 16 songs, you know what usually happens? People don't know which type of songs are you.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to pick a lane.
And you have to, instead of creating a buffet, you need to crock pot it. You got to let it simmer. You got to make sure that whatever's in that small pot is just perfect.
Yeah.
And I think that's the issue because everybody throws out all this food and buffet, and then you know what happens? Oh, you know what? This song, it ain't that hot. You know why? Because it's sitting there with everything else, and that's the one that no one likes, and it's been sitting there for a while, and then someone tastes it, and they're like, you know what? It's not that great.
Yeah, and it ends up sounding like now that's what I call Toronto Volume 5.
Dang,
Honestly, listen, that's my EXO. Listen, I like EXO as a brand, as a company. But aside from Belly, a lot of music blends togetr.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I feel the same way about OVO. I'm saying that.
I agree. I totally agree. But I just want them to individualize a little bit. I know a crew mentality is to all make music in the same studios and blah, blah, blah. So I get it. But at the same time, blends together a little bit. Toronto artists right now all do sound alike. And it's a little rough for me. But yeah, is what it is. 88 Glam, 2.5. Go get it. What else did you listen to? I listened to the Norah Jones album.
Yeah, it's like, it's good. I mean, it's good for. I didn't feel anything where it's like, oh yeah, this is Norah Jones I love.
Mm-hmm. I listened to Superboy. Just Say Thank You, because he had a chant single that aroused me. So I was like, let me listen to this, see what this is about. It's okay. It's like, who can I compare it to? It's not quite of the vein of the Trippies and the Juice Worlds, but like there is like that whining thing. But this guy can actually rap.
Is it better than the other one that you mentioned to us? What was it, 2 weeks ago?
I don't think so.
Oh, what was that guy's name?
Happy Birthday, Calvin.
Yeah, and you like that one more?
I like
still?
that one more than this.
Okay.
I do. I like Happy Birthday, Calvin. Shout out to Happy Birthday, Calvin. Let's see. Was that all the album?
I mean, that was pretty much
all the albums.
it for the album.
All right, well, let's go over to our Loosey Gooseys and see what we got popping for the singles. For the singles.
Well, first on Title. Only Title.
Only Title.
2 Little Uzi Vert songs. Did you get to listen to them?
Yeah.
Sanguine Paradise and That's a Rack. What'd you think of them?
I liked That's a Rack more, but I listened to it for the first time while I was pre-gaming, and I feel like that probably has It's one of those situations.
I think I like the first one more just for the Sanguine Paradise because the beat is absolute fire. And then the part where he breaks it down, he's like, I like the way you do it.
Yeah.
You do it.
It was a
And then when the horns come in and he's like, money keep coming in, I can't lose. That part was fire. And then the verses are like, eh.
Yeah.
But that part where he's like, the money keep coming in, the horns kicked, I was like, yo, I'm about this part.
I can't be mad at it.
No.
I cannot be mad at it.
You do it. So, anyways, Lil Uzi Vert.
Uzi.
I think Rockefeller Records is gonna come through and save the day with this one.
Yep. Shout out to Hove. Anderson .Paak. We talked about him. Avicii. I've heard some people say Avicii. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. Rest in peace.
Oops.
But Avicii. SOS featuring Aloe Black. This is, I think, the first official posthumous song after Avicii has passed away. So rip. I like this song a lot. SOS. There's a
great
groove
it's great.
to this song. I dig it.
Favorite song from this.
Probably for me too, to be honest with you. It's a really good song. I listen to it a lot. Mark Ronson, Late Night Feelings featuring Likely, and I like this one too. I think that this was good as well. Let's see what else. Oh, I listened to Jesse Reyes and Black Imported. I thought it was a fun little couple song.
Oh yeah,
it was a cool little song.
It's like a hey, you down? Let's do it.
Let's do it. I listened to Tame Impala, second single that he's put out in a while. Borderline. Yeah. I thought it was chill. I just like groovy. If you can make songs like Electric Feel and like put me in that mood, then I'm digging it.
Dude, what'd you think of Back to Love, Chris Brown? Is this the first time we're like, meh, Chris Brown, okay.
This again comes from, we've talked about on this podcast anymore. Is it a good idea to make tons of songs at once? Because I feel like he made a bunch of songs like he always does and then just picked one. And if you listen to the album that he's going to come out with, who knows how many songs are going to be on this one, there's probably going to be songs that sound alike. Because on that huge 100-song album he put out, there's stuff that sounds like this.
Right.
And I feel like he's making all of this stuff within like a time span and then just picking. And I don't know how good that is for a process for like a genius like him. Like, I almost think that he should take more time.
I think his people are hyping him up.
That too.
No one's telling him no.
Because I don't think he's hurting. You know, I think he sells out shows
care. Does he still have record label backing? Because there's been zero push for this.
I do not know that.
I feel like no.
I don't know.
I feel like he's like, no, I can do it. I'm my own social media. I got this many followers.
I do think that when you see albums like that 100-song album, and I'm being facetious when I say that, but there was about 30 songs on that album. When you see stuff like that, that means the label, if there is a label, is giving him keys. They're just like, LeBron, go do it. Like, do whatever you want.
Probably because they're like, that's easier than dealing with it.
And the reason why I say that is they got to pay producers. You know, they got to pay, like, if they're letting you put out that many records on an album, they're giving you the keys, bro. That's nuts. So I'm not sure.
It's not that great.
No, it's not that great. I listened to K-Tronada and Van Jess. Dysfunctional.
You know another
song.
reason why I feel like he doesn't have anything?
Why?
Who the heck made the single art? It's terrible.
It's kind of, you know what it reminded me of?
Chris Brown.
You remember? I think it was the iPod Shuffle commercials where it was like
Yeah.
it was like the different
Black, they're all
colors
black
and
except
it's
the
like the
headphones.
green and then like they're dancing and
Dude,
stuff
and
like
then,
that. That
like-
was super popular.
Back, let's in the top right hand corner, instead of like saying back to love, let's do an arrow to the back. And
Music
then
video, he can
the
dance.
letter 2 or the number 2 or a letter. Which one is it? I don't even know. And then a heart. Like we'll do a heart, and man, it'll look so good.
So
and well, you know what it means? It means back to you, even though you
Back
don't
to
say back to you.
Dude, get that trash out of here. There's high school kids out there who can make better crap than that.
I thought he could dance in the music video. I thought it was
He always
he
can
can always dance, but the video looks a little cheap.
That's why I don't think he's got the backing anymore. And I don't.
Could be.
Chris Brown, you make me so mad.
Make everybody mad, Chris Brown. Why are you doing this? Steve Lacy put out Inside. He put that out last week, but it fell through the cracks. I thought it was pretty good for Steve Lacy. Steve Lacy comes from the internet and the sub faction of Odd Future. It was good. 070 Shake put out Moreau. I thought that was good too. I don't know. I think that might be
Dead to Me by Black Bear. I think his new album's going to be good.
I don't know.
It's
going to
be the same thing of Black Bear. You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be good.
I think I probably feel about Black Bear a little bit how you feel about Bozzy. Like I want something, a different thing. I want to see what he can talk about that's a little different. So we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, did you see? I didn't get to hear the song, but someone's name is Com Trues. I love that name. Com Trues. Who thought of that? I was like,
my
okay,
gosh.
that's funny. I like
my
it. What's up, everybody? My name's Com Trues.
Everybody, my name is Comtrose. Excuse me. Can you please listen to me?
Did you listen to Tyga's new song?
Nope.
I didn't either.
It fell off the radar for me.
It's probably going to be the same as everything else.
And that's all for that. That was all the new music that came out. We hope that you guys let us know on Daps_pounds on Twitter and Instagram if we missed anything whatsoever. Please let us know. We have no problem going back and listening to stuff. We actually want you guys to tell us about that stuff because that is how we find new music, because we are how you find new music. See how that works? It's like
scratch my back and I'll scratch your back.
Human Centipede for years.
Never.
What?
Ever again.
Excuse me?
No.
Did you just say that, Dobie? Wow.
Better watch your mouth, son.
Human Centipede.
Son, don't you dare. Have you even seen that movie?
I saw a portion and I was like, well, I'm done now.
Yeah, why would you do that to yourself?
Well, I was the same reason someone showed me Two Girls, One Cup, and I was like curious.
Yeah, all
And
right.
then I was like,
next.
yeah,
I
can't do
know.
that.
Never.
It's terrible.
Anyways,
For those who
there's
don't
certain
know, it's
things
not
you don't
what
need to
think.
discover. You know what I mean?
It's
However, I will say
not
I
what
did
you
watch a
think.
South Park episode making fun of that movie.
Yeah.
And it was because that no one reads the terms and conditions, and they bought a new iPad and they signed the terms and conditions, and they had to sign up to be a human centipede.
That's hilarious.
Which is actually a really funny way to like make it a part of it. They're like, "What? You didn't read the terms and conditions?" I thought that was funny.
That's funny.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
sometimes when the show seems a little bit slow and we don't have much music, you know, certain people reach out to us and they're like, "Yo, it would be cool if you guys talk about this. What do you think? What do you think?" And I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. So the game is one has got to go.
Go.
All right, and there's 4 artists.
Okay.
This one is going to be pretty easy for me personally, but it's still a good conversation. Maybe we can switch one up that will make it harder, okay? Trey Songz, Chris Brown, Neo, and you know what? Instead of this one's Omarion. Instead of Omarion, I'm gonna put in Usher. Yeah, exactly. That makes it a lot harder. Trey Songz, Chris Brown, Neo, or Usher. I'm telling you this right now. Neo's staying. I don't care what anybody says. Neo is staying.
Neo
is staying.
Yo, Your Side of the Bed is, I think, a classic record that people don't talk about enough. And Smartphones is amazing.
Oh, gosh, everybody's got bops if you put that list. See, Omarion, I felt like was the one we were going to choose.
Oh, yeah. It was
too
easy trim.
Usher, though.
Listen.
Okay, wait. This is hard. Wait, maybe it is.
I was building up to say I love Smartphones. I love even say which I don't like that record to this day, but it's a good record in a club. But Trey's gone. Trey's gone.
Trey's gone that
Deuces,
quick?
mother gooses. He's gone. He's got to be gone.
Chopping up the deuces.
Usher, they call me USHERRA YOND. Don't even tell me what you will with me. Gotta feel like Lord to see you. Like, no, what? Usher? You got it bad, Usher? You remind me, Usher.
In the club.
You don't gotta call Usher.
Yeah.
It's okay, girl. Cause I'm gonna be all right tonight. We'll work for love. Even Daddy's
People
Home,
don't
and I
know
hate that song.
Will Work for Love?
It's a crazy record.
Yeah.
Trading Spaces. I don't know.
So then it sounds to me like if you had to pick Chris Brown or Usher, you'd pick Usher.
Here's something that's going to be a little blasphemic for some listeners. I have never in my life thought Chris Brown was a strong singer. Ever.
Wow.
I think his package is better than everyone.
Right, as an entertainer.
But if we're talking about vocals, Usher, and I think where you hear it is New Flame. Listen to New Flame. It's a different level. You can only be to me. And baby. Like, it's a...
Bye.
Bro, it is a different level of singing ability.
Yeah.
And I think it shows on that song a lot. So, Trey, it's got to go. And I love Trey's songs, but Trey's got to go.
So tell the listeners, because I feel like most people would say Chris Brown is going to stay. Usher's going to stay.
And then they would say Neo.
Neo or Trey Songz. So why do you defend Neo more than you defend Trey Songz?
Because Year of the Gentleman is like, it's crazy to say it's slept on, but it's, and the one before that or after, I can't remember which one it was, but Neo has two albums to me that could be considered R&B classics. Closer is like, bro, Closer is nuts if you listen to it.
Right.
So Sick is nuts. The wedding song where he's talking about being at the wedding and like,
gosh, what's that song title?
oh
dude? I know
my
what
gosh,
you're
I
talking
can't
about.
remember.
And then Do You were like obsessed with that
Do
song.
You is nuts. Go On Girl is nuts. Even
You wouldn't have Knock You Down.
You wouldn't have Knock You Down.
You wouldn't have that Pitbull Neo song.
That's a fire record.
So I'm thinking who has better features? Neo or Trey?
Were they featured on a song?
Yeah.
Neo.
I can only think successful.
And then he had that one with Twista way back in the day. I can't even remember it, but I see the video. I can see the music video. And then he was on that first Drake song, Replacement Girl.
Yeah.
You know you a star girl. You a hot girl.
That's true.
Yeah, no. Sorry, Trey. Sorry, Trigger.
So from an R&B standpoint, you have to keep Neo.
Yeah.
From a true
Neo
R&B standpoint.
is nuts.
He's even people slept on his latest album too. There was a couple.
Yeah,
of,
he's
like,
got a couple of records. Neo will go down in history as one of the most underrated artists. I'm telling you, he is.
No, I
different.
agree with that.
And
it holds up. That his album, that second album we keep talking about, it holds up.
And he wrote the To the Left record for Beyonce, and then he wrote the same record pretty much for Rihanna. Just reorganized it. He sold to the two biggest like black R&B chicks the same record basically. Just rearrange the words. Like, it's amazing. Like,
That's true. We don't get any of that.
Yeah. What you got? What else? Who's next?
That's a good one though. All right. Another 4.
Okay. What you
T.I.
got? Okay.
50 Cent.
All right.
Ludacris.
Okay.
Young Jeezy.
Okay. Sorry, Luda. Like, I love Luda, but no.
What?
Yeah.
Luda's gotta go?
Luda's got to be out.
See, I'm saying Young Jeezy.
Ooh, I can't. I'm
for
too
what?
much of a Jeezy guy.
Chill.
I cannot. Chill.
But I think we've said Luda has some of the
get
best
it.
feature verses of all time out
Ever.
of any rapper.
Ever.
And are we gonna really forget this man's run early in his career like it wasn't absolute fire?
When Ludacris came out, the first song I ever heard was Southern Hospitality. Bing, bing, doo-doo, bing, bing, bing. Crazy, right?
You don't want Move in your life anymore?
But-
what Jeezy song slaps harder than Move?
But let me tell you something. Ludacris did not make me want to get braids. However, Jeezy,
you with braids, I would have died.
Jeezy made me want to. I'll say it here on this podcast. Sell crack. He made me want to leave
Stop, man.
my dwellings of parochial private middle school. Go into high school. I purchased a Can't Ban the Snowman shirt. I had one. It was a size 4XL.
You know what? I'm gonna change the title of everything that we've normally done. I'm just gonna say Daps S310 Jeezy made Malcolm want to sell crack. I'm telling you right now.
That'd be a good.
That's the
that'd be a
title
good,
of our podcast.
What do they call it?
Clickbait.
Clickbait. Yeah. No, he did. I wanted to sell real crack.
But what
too.
song? Okay, so what song
I
are
had
you
cousins
like?
and stuff to call it.
What songs
wanted to
are you
find some
saying
crack.
are so historic where you're like, yeah, I have to keep that over Luda? Because T.I., we can't take T.I. and 50 Cent, they're legendary. I mean, you can't.
I can't do anything with
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
No. You can't do anything.
So, okay. You're asking what songs. So, Young Jeezy, Welcome Back is nuts. Welcome Back is...
Yo, I haven't heard Welcome Back in a long time. Holy
Welcome
crap.
Back
I forgot about
is
that song.
different.
Stand Up, though. That's what I'm going to compare it to.
Okay. I'm trying to remember that. I remember the song. I'm trying to remember the actual, like, what it's called.
See, point proven. Get away.
No. That's not true.
no,
Young
no,
Jeezy, lose my mind. Why y'all tripping? I'm just fine. 12:45, about that time. Smell like lick. Lose my mind. With Plies, he talked about what his friends can't come around because they robbed his mom. It's insane. Cause I love robbers. It's amazing.
Dude, no.
Lose my mind. My president is black. Say what you want. That was a huge
I'm
record.
going to title right now. I'm going to read
What's the
off
name
his
of
top.
What's the name of that Kanye I put on?
Yeah, I put on
was an iconic.
Yeah, I put on was
And then what? His first record. First I'm gonna stack some more, and then what? First I'm gonna Seen It All featuring Jay-Z. I done seen it all.
Oh,
I
his
was in
name
the
is just
sixth grade
Jeezy
doll.
now.
Yeah, it is. He changed it. It's just Jeezy.
all right.
not
All
really
right.
that.
Let me look at these top tracks. View all. Seen It All.
I just said it. He's so
Yeah.
hard. Seen it all.
Go
is nuts.
crazy.
Go crazy. All the dope boys go crazy. And all the dope boys
It
go
gets so
crazy.
hard.
And I grab my chain. It's another song featuring
All
Hov.
there with
All
Baked
There.
Fresh.
I wasn't. Oh, that's actually a good song too. I remember that now. Yeah, All There's good.
All About the Money remix. Jeezy, Lil Wayne, T.I. Young Thug.
If it ain't about the money, yeah. probably.
Put On.
Put On's nuts.
American Dream.
American Dream's decent.
Standing Ovation.
Oh, I forgot about Standing Ovation.
Oh, I forgot about this track. Hold on. Okay. Thug Motivation 101.
Yeah.
And then Soul Survivor.
Soul Survivor.
Soul Survivor was,
Soul Survivor.
But that was fire
I
because of
bought my
Akon.
T-shirt because of Soul Survivor. My Can't Ban the Snowman T-shirt. I went that day to the mall.
Cause I'm a survivor.
At night I can't sleep. I'm living in hell. Bro, Young Jeezy is an
Hustler's
icon.
Ambition. That was a good one.
Hustler's
wasn't
Ambition was good.
I love it. Gangsta
I
music.
love it. Forgot about it. I love
Who
it.
Dat? Trap Star.
Who
And then
we
what?
that? Who that? Yeah.
Amazing.
What? No.
All right,
dude.
all right,
He's
all right,
nuts.
all right.
Jeezy's
That's
nuts.
all right.
And I love Ludacris, but he's gotta go. I'm sorry. Luda gave us Move. He gave us Splash Waterfalls, highly underrated sex
like
song.
somebody about to play you.
Okay, but
Money
that
maker.
era,
What's
era
your
of
fantasy?
Luda, that era
My
of Luda,
Chick
I wasn't
Bad.
about.
Stop listening to
My
this.
Chick Bad was whack.
Roll Out.
Rollout was great. Rollout
Southern
was great.
Hospitality.
That's the first song
Area
ever.
Codes.
Area Codes is underrated.
Splash Waterfalls.
Splash Waterfalls, great sex song.
Pimping All Over the World. That was like during that era where we were all like, yeah, this is great. Now you look back on, you're like, that really
no,
wasn't
this is
that
kinda
that
rough.
Really
It's
wasn't
kinda
that
rough.
great. Vitamin D. I don't remember that one. That must have been a newer one. Good Lovin'. It must be a newer one because it's got
Mm-hmm.
Miguel. Saturday.
See, it ends after that for him. Not that he didn't stop putting out music because he still did, but it's just like
Georgia.
Georgia was a good one, but Phil Mob
Georgia's-
had the better verses.
Runaway Love.
I hated that record.
What?
To this day, I thought that was the stupidest
no
record
way.
in the world.
No way.
Runaway
Blueberry Yum Yum.
No, because I don't smoke, so
Act a
it never
Fool.
really got to me. Act a Fool's iconic
Number
because
one
of
spot.
Too Fast, Too Furious. I hated number one spot.
Get Back.
Get Back was good.
My Chick Bad. I know you don't like that one.
No.
Stand Up.
His best album is Chicken and Beer, the second one. It's got some
Yeah.
joints. Got some joints.
I mean, I can see kind of your argument.
Jeezy is
But
just...
I'm all day Ludacris on that one.
I'm a big Jeezy guy. I understand how you would say Lil though. I do. I get it.
Okay. So now I'm going to do this right now. So, because that's the ones he said. J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Kanye West. One's got to go. I don't even have an answer yet. So, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Kanye's staying. Drake's got to stay for me.
It is between J. Cole and Kendrick. It's tough for me. I like them both a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
I'm leaning. Oh, dude, it's like based off of two albums. It's like Forest Hill Drives and then Good Kid, Mad City. Which one do you want more?
Yeah. You know,
I feel
gotta
like this year is still J. Cole's year. By the way,
I gotta say, Kendrick's gotta go, and I'm saying that, and I feel like even right now he's the best rapper alive. But if we're talking about body of work, I think J. Cole has a little bit better music. I don't think he's as good of a rapper though, but body of music, like there's stuff on that J. Cole Born Sinner album.
yeah,
The Power Trip with Miguel.
yeah, song's so good.
The song Born Sinner is nuts. Chaining Day, I think it's called, is nuts. Workout is nuts. I know he
love
hates that song,
single.
and I know like a lot of people hate that song because the Let Nas Down song on Born Sinner is addressing the fact that he put Workout on, and Nas is like, bro, you're the truth. Why are you putting out this poppy like workout song? But Workout is nuts.
Yeah, it's
Nuts
a
to me.
great
Love
song.
that song. So gotta go that. Yeah, man.
I can't decide yet.
I should have really shocked him like Drake's gotta go.
Yeah, right. I knew you'd be lying and messing with me.
Drake's gotta go.
And I say Kanye West and Drake because their discography, from a standpoint of just sheer volume and what they've done for the culture, completely changed. I love Good Kid, Mad City so much,
Yeah.
and Humble's crazy.
I
don't
honestly,
like To Pimp a Butterfly. I've been very vocal about that. I don't get it. It's not for me. It's
Yeah,
Anderson
it's not for
Paak
you.
meets Kendrick Lamar. That's not me.
It's actually a good comparison, yeah.
It's not me. But I loved Humble.
By the way, last week I listened to Damn and I still like it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's aged very well. I'm going Kendrick Lamar just because of J. Cole's mixtapes.
Okay. And then Blow Up, and if you factor in,
Gosh, dang it. I feel mad about that, though.
it's
Like, I'm actually upset that I had to make that decision.
It doesn't feel very good.
No.
It doesn't feel very good at all. I get that.
No, not at all. I mean, and that's the argument people have, though, is who's in a better position in terms of, like, top rappers, J. Cole or Kendrick, because for whatever reason, they usually just fall in line, even though they're two very different artists. But this is why I'm so excited for what J. Cole is going to come with, because songs like Middle Child is doing great for billboards, actually.
Yep.
Was it the number one song? No, but it's doing really well. And I remember listening to the Joe Budden podcast where they crapped all over that song like it wasn't going to be anything. And I was like, you guys what are you listening to?
It's really good. I like Middle Child a lot, actually.
And I feel like he's just in a good place mentally. After that album he came out with, and I think that conversation with Lil Peep actually really did something for him.
Lil Pump.
Lil Pump. I say that, dude. Why do I do that all the time?
Because they're all.
Every time.
I'm not gonna crap them.
Every stinking time. So, can you think of any other ones?
Snickers. Why are you laughing? Snickers.
Okay.
Kit Kat.
Okay.
Regular M&Ms. Regular chocolate M&Ms. And Milky Way.
Eminem's got to go.
You're bugging.
No, right away. I didn't even need to hear your third option.
You're bugging.
Chocolate regular M&Ms are the most overrated, not good candy on planet Earth. Peanut M&Ms, fire. Regular M&Ms, trash. Making my stance right now. Find me on the mountain. I'll die on that one.
Well, I don't agree.
Okay, where you go? Milky Way?
Yeah, Milky Way.
Yeah, I do it.
Milky Way's got to do.
Milky Way is a very good
It's too
candy
fluffy
bar.
in my mouth. I don't respect it.
It's like, honestly, it's so weird because it's like Milky Way and then you have like the Three Musketeers and you're like, okay, well, one just has caramel.
Well, one's fluffier too.
Yeah, Three
one's
Musketeers.
fluffier in your mouth.
Do you like Butterfingers? You have Butterfinger?
As
I went
I
through a
age-
phase where I
as I
loved
age-
Butterfingers.
As I aged, it's
Okay.
like Coca-Cola. Like I was a big Pepsi guy, and then as I aged, Coca-Cola was like less sweet, and I was like, yeah, I don't need all those cavities.
Okay.
Tastes
Yeah,
good.
I still love Pepsi. Coke, I have Coke every now and then, but I still Pepsi is
And
my preferred
ice
choice.
cold, like
Mountain Dew's
freezing
not as good
cold.
as I used to like it, though. I'll tell you that right now.
That's true. I think they changed up the recipe.
Baja Blast, man, that's the one.
Baja Blast is pretty good.
It's great.
Okay, if I'm talking music,
Yeah, lay it on.
let's go old school.
Oh, okay.
Let's go old school and to the left,
Okay.
down Girl Pop Alley.
Okay.
Avril Lavigne,
Okay.
Britney Spears,
Okay.
Jessica Simpson,
Okay.
Christina Aguilera.
Avril Lavigne or Jessica Simpson, either one of those.
I say Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, Jessica Simpson didn't really have any big records this year.
Skater Boy's a bop, and
Yeah,
I don't think she
Skater
gets.
Boy is a
I
bop.
think complicated. Like
So then here,
clouds
let's make
people's
it
judgment.
harder. Avril Lavigne, let's replace her with Alicia Keys,
ooh, okay.
and then let's replace Jessica Simpson with who's one that we can add in here? Because Alicia Keys was around that time, wasn't she? Like when she first.
I mean,
came
yeah, pretty much.
out. Beyonce.
Oh, Britney Spears. Britney Spears is trash, yo. But I respect
I'm gonna.
her ability to get away with not
Yeah,
singing. For
I'm gonna
so
say I
long.
have to say Britney Spears too. I know somebody's mad.
How many people look at me like I'm a little girl?
I
Song's
mean, but
fire.
there's only 2 Christina Aguilera songs that I even like. To be fair,
Dirty is a
Cheers.
bop. Dirty
Okay,
is nuts.
maybe 3. Dirty, the Mulan song, and Genie in a Bottle. The Mulan song is
The
great.
Mulan song hits different.
It's yeah. So
The
I
mirror
don't.
song, the don't let people tell you anything in the mirror, and you are beautiful. That's what it's called. Yeah.
You are
Beautiful in every single way.
I like the throat.
It's fire.
Throaty. That throaty voice. Wow. Dude, that's oh my god. Wow.
Oh my goodness,
So
guys.
last one, should we do groups? TLC, Destiny's Child. Who else?
Yikes.
Who else? We need 2 more.
Whoa.
We need 2 more.
You better be glad we're not popular enough to get on like Black Twitter radar because we would be in trouble for debating this.
I'm not mad.
So TLC, Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
There's honestly not a lot of. Does this all only have to be girls, or can it be?
I can't think of any more.
There's not that many like girl groups. What? Danity Kane.
that impacted the culture as much as though too.
The work from home chick.
NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, Destiny's Child, TLC.
Oh,
Is that fair?
people are gonna think I'm nuts for this, but Destiny's Child has to go because I think they had like 3 songs that were like really really impactful. The Bills song, the Survivor song, and the Independent Woman. I remember being old enough to realize
Says
the
the man
women's
who
thing.
didn't even quote their greatest song ever.
Well, Say My Name is nuts. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, you didn't add that in the list. You were like 3 that impactful songs, and you didn't even say that one.
Okay, so they had 4 songs that were impactful. But like Backstreet Boys had 1 million songs that were impactful, NSYNC million songs, and TLC created
Destiny's Child.
they recreated. You know what I mean? Like,
Are you still in the camp then that if I can agree with that, but Say My Name is so. It's like, do
Say
you
My
want
Name's
Say
amazing.
My Name or do you want Scrub? Like, which one do you want?
but see, Scrub is
Scrub is.
iconic, bro.
Which can you say though? I think Say My Name and Scrubs are in the same level right now.
They're probably in the same level, but I just gotta go with the originator first.
Yeah,
But,
I can see
so-
that. But you're right. Without TLC, there would be no Destiny's Child.
No,
That's super fact. Are you still under the camp that you would choose Backstreet Boys, or you would not choose Backstreet
recently
Boys? over
talked to my brother
NSYNC?
Brandon about this, man.
Okay.
I'm
Did
pissed.
you change it?
I'm heated. I hate to admit this because I have pencils at home that are Backstreet Boy pencils. My sister has NSYNC pencils, and when I was maybe 9 and we were arguing over who's better,
Right. Always.
yes, I'm heterosexual for the guys listening. I broke all her pencils because I was heated. I broke them in half.
What?
They're very expensive. Went to the Barnes and Noble and got them. And you know how like those folder packs that had pencils with them and everything were like a lot of money back then at the time because both of the groups were in their heyday. No, I broke them. I broke them all, ripped up folders. I
Dang.
didn't want my sister to win, but she did. But NSYNC makes better music, and I hate it. I hate,
My
bro.
man.
It hurts my
man.
heart to admit
It don't hurt mine at all. NSYNC all the way.
that NSYNC Christmas album, bro. Under My Tree, nuts. I'm telling you, NSYNC makes better music.
And Backstreet
But Backstreet
could-
Boys is amazing.
They could have came back and changed it if they made more bops, but they've been weak.
I will say though that Backstreet Boys is still making music and is still successful. Like they were nominated for a Grammy,
Right.
and that's kind of crazy when you think about
Right.
it.
That's because no one could do solo like Justin though.
They had the last big hit of the groups though. Incomplete is fire. Incomplete. Fire. Thank you. Fire.
A lot of singing today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. It's 'cause
Ladies
I'm
and
tired.
gentlemen, do you have any more that you want us to go over? What about you?
Let us know.
Come on, Daps_pounds, Twitter, Instagram.
Do it.
Hit us up. Hit us
Do
up,
it, do it,
Dabbies.
do it,
Hit
do
us
it.
up.
Do it, baby. Thank you guys so much for joining the show. We're gonna close the show out the only way we know.
Oh man, I'm like, I forget now because we don't have our little booklet.
We don't have our little booklet.
Pull it up.
He's got to pull it up. But we're gonna close this show out the only way we know how, and you know what that means. It is time for 101 conversation starters. The start of the
We need
conversation.
another book. Can you believe that we actually ran out of
That's
like
crazy.
material there?
Well, that means that we have over 101 episodes officially.
I don't think we do. I think we just skipped some that were like really weird.
We need to do a count again to see if
Like,
we're
what's
at
your-
100
what's-
episodes yet.
What? How do you?
Because
Like
I remember
me
back in the day
talking
we said
sex
once
to
we
you?
get 100, once we get 100
I ain't asking you
episodes, we're gonna do something special. So we gotta figure that out. But now it's time for 101 conversation starters for couples.
Hello. Did we do this one?
What's your favorite way to show affection?
No. If we could teleport anywhere in the world right now, where would it be?
Yeah, we did that one.
Okay.
What's your favorite way to receive affection?
Should we just go in and do these?
Screw it.
Okay. What's your favorite way to show affection?
Oh. I'm a big neck kiss guy on a girl.
Yeah.
Big neck guy. Yeah. Just the smooch of the neck.
Okay. So touch, you would say touch then.
Sure.
You know, I personally, and I need to get better at this, but words of affirmation to,
Why are you the mature? Like, I'm so pissed.
because I'm trying to think like what I enjoy I'm thinking about this from a husband standpoint.
Just be a husband that is a savage. Be Dothraki.
I'm going to say this right now. You need words of affirmation so you can kiss them back.
I mean, true.
So, but there's nothing better when you say something that gives your spouse confidence and like a smile. Yeah. And it's like, oh, he believes in me, blah, blah, blah. And so I need to do better at that. But I appreciate that. And that's nice to see.
That's really beautiful. That's really beautiful. I'm over here sucking on necks. You're over here sucking on words.
Oh, okay. Stretch.
Guys, thank you so much for joining this podcast. We hope you guys had a wonderful time listening. Daps_pounds is where you can find us.
Yes.
Listen, my name.
Slay.
Oh, wow. My name.
By the way,
What's up?
I am a fan of Queer Eye. Like, on Netflix.
Oh, my God.
They are the most extra individuals I've ever met in my life, but dang it, if it is not some good television.
Some of the homies are trying to get me to watch it. I'm just like, nah, man.
Nah, it's good. I mean, and that's coming from me, man. They're extra. The one dude, and I can't say it all the time. I mean, there's just certain points in my life I'm like, oh my gosh, when I'm watching the show. But man, it's great TV. And the biggest thing
I get why it's great TV though.
They actually care about the individuals they're helping. And I can tell from a deep standpoint, like humanity means like something heavy to them. Like they care about the individuals that they are speaking to because they see the life and the emotions and stuff like that, which I feel like America needs more, especially in this time where we sit and we disagree.
This is deep.
Okay, yeah, no. Let's go back to kissing next, right? All right.
I can't think of a better way to close out this podcast. My name is Malcy. To my left, we have
Dobie.
Represent 2 mics.
2 friends.
And 1 show. The Daps and Pounds Show. Shout out to the shout out. Gang, gang, gang.